Yeah, so you never know. I might use this video next year.
What if you use this video in the next one?
Totally.
Oh my gosh, miss.
Never know. All right. So, we're going to do a review of everything.
It's the 28th already.
All right. The 18th. All right. So, on Thursday, Friday, you guys got introduced to my superhero,
Dorito Man.
the Dorito Man, ninja style.
Why didn't you come for so long?
Huh?
Why didn't you come for so long?
I was at a...
You were in LA?
She was in.
Oh, you're in San Diego.
She was in Chicago.
She was in Chicago.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you meet Chief? Wait, did she go
I think you mean Chief Keef.
Okay, so here we go. If I give you -5 times 2, gentlemen. -5 times 2. So the Dorito Man, just a review from last week. This first number, what do we call it? A negative, right? The second number is a positive. So what the Dorito Man is, if this is a negative number, I'm going to cover up one of the negative signs. And the second number is a positive sign, so I'm going to cover up the positive. What did I not cover up?
The negative.
A negative, so therefore my answer is -10. So the Dorito Man, you cover up what you're given. What you don't cover up, that's your answer. -12 divided by -4.
Wait, what's the answer? -10?
Yes.
Which TV does he want me to roll in?
That's the extra TV.
This one.
Yeah, he wants you to roll it out or?
To the electrical room.
I mean, why didn't you go into the electrical room during the...
Oh yeah, like if I was here, I would have unlocked that and that would have been our place. Because yes, there's a lot of windows in here and that would have been. Yes.
We're right there.
All right.
You're gonna get shot.
I know.
It was handled to the best of everyone's ability.
Justin skinny ass is hiding
Oh, yeah,
behind
I
the
know.
freaking.
Bro, you would have been too, bro.
You farted?
No.
It was...
You guys moved the other
It was that girl.
Oh, that girl.
Oh,
yeah, she was just laughing.
Yeah.
We told you to shut up and you didn't.
Hey, we're still recording.
She was playing the cat smurf thing.
All right. All right. What is Jackie? So here we go. Our first number is a negative. Our second number is a negative. So you have -12 divided by -4. So first number is a negative. So I'm going to cover up a negative. The second number is also a...
Negative.
So what am I left with?
Negative.
Positive.
Positive. So your answer is going to be positive.
That's crazy.
So now what's 12 divided by 4?
For dress.
3.
Tres puntos.
So first you look at the signs. Negative, negative. So you cover those up. Left with the positive. Yes.
How come, like, when we put a positive number, we just put a number? Why don't we put, like, a plus?
Right? I don't know exactly. But like you've been doing this since elementary, right? And maybe for a second grader when we teach them what's 2 plus 2, it's too much to ask them to put a +4. Right? So +4. So what's 2 plus 2?
6.
It's 4, right? 2 plus 2, 4.
I thought it said 4.
But we never call it in second grade a +4. We just say it's 4.
We don't say anything else.
Exactly. So that's why we don't technically write
All right,
the positive.
Billy, good luck. Bye, guys.
Thank you very much, Mr. Napier.
But is that why I feel it pretty easier though, right?
Huh?
Does it make it easier though to tell which one's which?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not until 6th grade that you start hearing about negative numbers.
Oh my god.
All right.
I heard about negative.
Oh, I put it over here by Jaden because he didn't feel well. Okay, now, on Monday, what did we learn on Monday? Absolute value.
Yes.
What's the absolute value of 12?
Negative, though.
No,
12.
just 12.
Wow. Wait, what do you? Oh, absolute. Never mind.
Yep, so these are the bars. What does that mean? That means the distance. Like, how
Good job.
far away am I from 0? 12 steps, right? And it's never negative. I can't run a -12 blocks. I can't run a -12 miles. So it will always be positive. some of you lost points because you wrote negatives on these questions,
Oh my god.
which I took off points because this is supposed to be super easy. All right. What's the absolute value of negative 8?
Negative 8.
No.
Negative 8.
It's just 8. So Jordan, I should say. Jordan, it's a distance. It's how many hops away from 0 to negative 8. Even though you're going backwards, you're moving in the opposite direction. The distance, how much I traveled, is still a positive number. What's the absolute value of negative 5? 5.
Isn't it just like
It's just that number. It's the spaces.
isn't it just
It's
like
only gonna be
what's
that
positive
until we
of
actually add a negative.
Where does that negative have to
It
be?
goes outside,
Mm-hmm.
and then it will always be negative.
Okay, so notice, Jordan, all of these answers are positive. It doesn't matter what I started with. All of these answers are positive.
Wait, so they're always gonna be positive?
99% of the time. When's the only time when it's negative? That 1%?
When there's 2 on negative.
No. What's the difference?
Oh,
It's by
the
itself.
so, the negative is outside, so it will go to the 2.
Yep.
So to make it negative.
Yep. You guys see how it's outside?
No.
Okay, so when it's outside, that's the only time
when it's negative?
when it's negative.
With the answer, it has to be negative.
So this answer, the correct answer is negative 2. And the only time it's negative is when the negative is outside. But, like I told Ethan, this only happens 1% of the time. So most of the time, what's going to happen?
Positive.
Positive answers. Like today, all of your answers on your classwork are going to be positive. Only when the negative is outside. But a lot of you, which I took off points because you weren't listening, you wrote some negatives up here. I wrote a comment on your assignment. So if I wrote a comment or you didn't get 100%, this is why. All right. Yesterday you didn't have an assignment like that. All right. Can someone tell me what is the difference between problem number 1 and problem number 2?
We're so right. You don't focus right now.
Thank you.
The additions outside the box.
Wait, do we do them right now?
Other is inside the box.
We're just talking about right now the difference between these two problems. So what is the difference between these two problems?
For the first one, they're both inside the line. So for the second one, they're both together inside the line.
Very good. Do you think that's going to have a difference in our answers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think they're going to have the same answer or different?
Different.
They are. Wherever these bars are, they're going to make such a difference in your math. These two answers are going to be different. They're both addition problems. They both have the same numbers. But because this is like this, like separate, and these are together, you're going to have completely different answers. Okay, let's do the first one. You see how it's individual bars? So, what is the absolute value of negative 5? 5. Plus,
And then
Isn't it 11 plus 6 plus 9? I mean, it equals 11.
thank you. So we drop down each number. Since it's an individual absolute value bar, we drop them down. Now, what do you guys think we have to do for the second problem?
Oh, we add.
Yes?
okay, so we're gonna take away some of the positive 6
Mm-hmm.
since there's a negative, and we're gonna find the answer to that.
Yeah. So you guys are both correct. We have to do this math, which is adding. But when we look at it, are we really adding?
No, you're subtracting.
We're subtracting because the signs are different. Good. So what's negative 5 plus 6? 1. So this gives me 1 inside the bars because I've only added the numbers. Now that I've added, Jordan, the numbers, stop with the pencil on the desk.
I was writing on my notebook.
You have to ask yourself, what's the absolute value of 1? 1. I know it sounds repetitive, but sometimes the answer does change at the end.
Like if it was a negative, it could change to a positive.
Yeah, so sometimes this is a negative, so then you change it. So completely different answers, right? Different ways of doing it. So let's try a different one. Same thing. They're going to look the same, but you're going to get totally different answers. Make sure your bars are nice and bigger than your numbers. Extend those bars. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Perfect. All right. You should be writing this down. All right. So for the first problem, drop down the numbers. Drop down the numbers. What's the absolute value of -10?
Negative 10.
Positive 10.
Positive.
Just 10. Plus. It's always positive. There's no negative outside. Positive. What's the absolute value of 3? 3.
Just 3.
Just 3. Always positive. So now I have 10 plus 3. 13. We're done. Sophia, we're good? Sophia? All right, now this one, do you see how it's like grouped together? So we're going to do this, the math. So we get -7. Why is it negative? Because there's more negatives. Now we're going to take the absolute value of it.
7.
The absolute value of -7 is just 7. Completely different answers, right? The math is very different. So when it looks like this, you just drop it down. Then you do the answer. Here, we got to do this math first. And then drop it down. Drop it down. Good. Okay, we'll do one more. Yep. Back to the routine. No, it's actually pretty easy. Absolute value -6 minus absolute value 2.
Miss, why are you wearing a mask?
I don't think I'm contagious, but
Oh my god.
I think I'm beyond contagious.
Oh my god. We're gonna die.
No, as in,
Is that a 2?
yep.
Miss,
Is that
Miss
orange or
Emily,
red?
don't get us sick, please.
No, it's not. I don't think I can no longer get you sick. I'm no longer contagious.
Is it coronavirus?
It is not coronavirus. All of my tests have been negative.
Oh my god. How are you sick?
Dude, 10 years ago, we were all sick, but it wasn't coronavirus, right? We would get the flu, the cold. Exactly. I'm sure you've been sick before coronavirus.
Miss, I've never been sick.
Good job.
I got COVID like 3 times.
Oh, great.
I got it once.
I got COVID.
All right.
Wait, so
I
the
got
test
it
was
30
wrong
times.
if it was
I got
negative?
COVID last year.
Huh? No, what do you mean?
I got COVID every day.
I'm thinking of something else. I have COVID.
All right. What's the absolute value of -6?
6.
6 minus absolute value of 2?
2.
2.
But you don't like this.
I don't.
Who's a 2 like that?
4.
So you're gonna keep the 6. Change the subtraction to addition.
Wow.
Positive 2 and
You only got like 6 more minutes. No.
All right.
got like 10.
So how do I rewrite this problem that makes me super sad on this side?
do the same thing on that side. Just keep it in the boxes.
Keep it in the boxes.
Miss, how does the sound
In
go
the
again?
boxes.
I forgot.
Keep change adding. Wait.
Keep it in the boxes.
What?
What are you happy about?
This makes me happy. So you're going to do a keep, change, opposite here because we can't do -6 minus 2. We don't take it out of the bars. We do it. What's negative 6 plus negative 2?
-8.
Negative 8, very good. But it's still in the bars.
It was plus negative.
It's 8. It's 8.
I
So-
thought it was minus maybe.
It's just
Never
8.
mind. Never mind. I forgot to change.
It's all in the details here. All in the details. All right.
Miss, whenever you get a scissors,